Hey there race fans, it's Apex Predator here again. So for today's race we're doing another sport mode race. This is a Group 4 daily race B, which is just 3 laps, I think it was, 3 laps of Interlagos. So as you can see we're starting quite far down the back of the pack, in 13th place for this race. Now this video is going to be a bit of a mashup of 3 or 4 races. Because I found I had really mixed results racing at Interlagos on this particular race. I was using the Atenza for the first time. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, very good car, very stable, very little traction issues, very drivable. Yeah, just a good little car. So we're into 12th already. I'm not too sure what happened at the start. I must have missed that. Maybe someone dropped out. So through turn 1, it's important to be quite wide on your turning for turn 1. A lot of people try to get to the apex too soon, I find, in turn 1. You want to be right on the outside, so you get that, there's like a lot of gradient. And if you're right on the outside, then you can just, the corner almost opens up to you when you're right on the outside. I'll show you next chance we get to look at it. So here we go, having a look at this person for P11. We've shown our nose, we've shown our intent. And yeah, he's obviously not happy because he's flashing his lights. But if you go back and have a look at on the radar how much track he has compared to how much track we have, he had a lot of extra space he could have left. So if he's flashing his lights, if he's unhappy that we came through, then I don't know, he could have left a bit more room, because you can see how much room we're leaving him. And as I say, we signalled the intent early, so I think that was nothing wrong with that pass really. So there's a little talking point there about leaving racing room and stuff, and I don't think too much else happens in this race. But yeah, I lost a lot of DR score in doing, I did about maybe half a dozen or so of this particular race, and by the end of the night, I can't remember what happened. I was just getting quite annoyed at it in the end. So here we go into the next race. So that race, not too much happened. I think we finished 10th. This race, we're starting around the same place, sort of 13th, 14th, right at the back of the grid. Not too bothered, just want to do some racing. Nice exit through turn 1 there. Good run down this little straight. Pack of cars in front. We've got this Hurricane behind. Loads of people serving penalties. It's important not to run wide at that corner because it's very slippy on the curb and the AstroTurf. So I know this Lambo's behind me. Had to brake very early because of this car in front. The Lambo's taken that as an opportunity to send it up the inside, so I've left him room. There's a yellow flag. Lambo's tried to come past, and yeah, he's found out why I was so slow, but there's a lot of cars in front, mate. There's nowhere to go. So it's all getting a bit busy. We're in 10th now. Just about trying to pick your way through the traffic though. You don't want to be too quick, although it is only a 3-lap race. That might be why the penalties were so prevalent actually, because it's a sprint race, isn't it? But my SR, so actually sportsmanship rating, it's never usually below 99, but for this, by the end of the evening I was playing this race, I think it's dropped to like, I don't know, maybe even as low as like 60 or something, just in like a couple of races. So I really need to hop on and do a Group 1 race, I think, and just get my ranking back. But I'm not too bothered. Usually what happens when you drop ranking is you just have a few easy wins. So when I get a chance I'll hop on and see if I can get my ranking back. But yeah, I just got absolutely shafted doing this race. Loads of penalties. Got a penalty there, which is pretty ridiculous. That's what I was talking about in turn 1. Just everyone tries to barge past turn 1 and don't understand the importance of setting up turn 1. Because all the way down this straight, you will gain or lose whatever you make at turn 1. So it's important to set yourself up. Everyone just wants to send it up the inside, going hot into turn 1, and then you're slow all the way down here, but never mind. Don't think I'm going to serve that penalty. I think I'll just try and take it to the end. But yeah, the Atenza I found was very good at sort of pulling itself out of the corner. You could just smash the throttle mid-corner, and it just pulls you out of it. Very good car. Very easy to drive. Lots of bunching here. So there's the Lambo, and we got past the person that gave us a penalty. So they never got anywhere, did they? We should have just remained. Because look, this is the car I was behind right at the start of the race, before we got given the penalties. But I don't want to stop and serve it, because that's just going to put me in the back of the pack. So I'm just going to carry this one and see what we can do. On to the last lap now, anyway. He saw us coming. He left us room. I didn't really want to go up the inside there, but because I was quite cautious on my brakes anyway. But he just didn't turn in for so long. I was like, well, okay. And then, yeah, that's how you lose a race. As I was saying, very slippy on the exit there. Need to be careful. So that we blew a good result, ended up back pretty much where we started. So that was that race. I'm gonna swipe us onto another one in a second. So I think we finished pretty much just in 9th here. Nothing else happened, so yeah. So again, first lap, starting another race. 15th again, so we're always starting at the back, but that's okay. I like starting at the back. I like to have some racing. It's just a shame that my ratings took an absolute pummeling after these races. It's going to get busy at the end of here into this next corner. Well, it's not too bad actually. There's usually a lot of bunching into that corner and a few people getting penalties and stuff. We've got a lot of momentum here. So we're going to show that we want to go for this corner here, up the inside, nice and early. Nice and clean. He's looking for a cutback, so we're going to just hold our line and cover it. Turned in earlier than I would have wanted to there, but I just saw him look to send up the inside, so I thought we'd better cover. Again, recovering from a penalty. I would have liked to go up the inside, but he defended, so that's fair enough. I could see, I purposely ran wide there because I could see what was going to happen. He was going to come back and hit us out wide. So I purposely took a wide line, and no contact was made. He's managed to reclaim the position, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do. So we've got the Beamer catching us in the mirror look, so I've had to sort of cover him off. Nice and tight there. I was a bit wide on that second part. You want to be more over that curb. Again, I would expect it to bunch a little bit at the end of this straight into this corner. So I'm always a little bit cautious on the brakes in the race. I don't know why that's a penalty. But never mind. On to the last lap now then. Skipped out lap 2, I think. Not too much happened. Loads happening here, look. People serving penalties, so we're up into 11th. Still got that penalty that we just saw from lap 1. And there's the McGann. All over this BMW. Now watch what I do here. I dummy to the inside. Force him to cover it. So he got a really poor exit, so we're going to get a good drive all the way up the hill as a result. I'm just going to send it up the inside here. So that was a good move. It doesn't matter, of course, because we've got the penalty, but never mind. Just race through the penalties. We somehow managed to get 9th as well in the end there. So we crossed the line 10th with a penalty, and we ended up going to 9th, but we'll take it. So last one then. As I say, I think I recorded maybe 6, 7 or 8 races, but they were mainly just loads of penalties. So I just tried to sort of put together a few good clips, some of the action. Now this is at the end of the second lap on this race, about to start the final lap. So I've pretty much been behind this guy the whole race. Let's see if we can do anything about it on the last lap. Good run, but I don't want to spear him off. So he's gone a bit deep, look, so we're able to hold this apex. Lift here, there's no point trying to run around the outside or the inside there because he'd just hit you. So lift, let him come back, take his line. TT's quite quick down here, so we'll tuck back in. Cautious on the brakes here because I'd rather get a good exit. I don't want to go in too hot. Because with a good exit you can look up the inside into this next corner. So he's sensed that, he's defended. Was that a penalty? A small tap there. Yep. Yeah. So this is why my rating's dropped. So, you know, you either judge if I deserve it or not. I'm just trying to race. Up the inside here. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. So we'll leave him a room. We're still on the outside though. Again, we've left him room. We're very wide here, just to leave him a room. Now it's a drag to the line, which I think the TT's probably going to win. Yeah. So there we go. And I probably ended up, because I got that penalty trying to race him, I probably ended up losing more places, so I should have just stayed tucked behind him, but I'm just trying to race. Just trying to race through the penalties. As I say, my ratings took a massive drop from these races, but I don't care, I'll get it back. Just wait for some Group 1 races or something. So there you go, a little Interlagos mashup. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you, and goodbye.